This is my favorite ship in Star Wars. Ever since I first watched episode 4, Imperial capital ships have been the coolest piece of Star Wars for me. So it's no wonder that I get excited when LEGO releases a new Imperial Star Destroyer set and even includes a few exclusive minifigs as well. Set number 75394 was released in August 2024 at the cost of €170 and containing 1555 pieces together with 7 minifigs. From the get-go, when we look at the box art, we can see that they are trying to integrate this ship into the Grand Fleet fantasy. You have the Death Star there and 2 more Star Destroyers on patrol, and this reminds me of that scene in Return of the Jedi. On the back of the box, they actually show you that this set is a playset, with the ship allowing its side panels to open and to reveal a very small bridge area and a storage area. We will get to the play-scale features later, but I do commend LEGO for making it very clear to the buyer that this is, or wants to be, a playset as well as a cool looking ship. Let's start by reviewing the minifigs. The majority of them are what you would expect. We have Darth Vader, the right hand of the Emperor, commanding the fleet. The minifigure is the latest Darth Vader to exit a LEGO factory, and dare I say the nicest so far. Good printing overall on the minifig and a bit of arm printing as well. The minifig is not exclusive to this set, but has been released in the Darth Vader mech as well as a special magazine gift back in 2024. It is nice to see LEGO making minifigs available to both high spenders and budget collectors. The minifig is worth around €8 and it also sells quite a lot, with stocks barely able to keep up with demand. Commander Praji is Vader's aide aboard the Imperial Star Destroyer Devastator, and his inclusion here gives us a name for the ship depicted on the set box. The minifig is exclusive to this set and is basically a rehash of the older Imperial Navy officer. To note, that minifig is worth around €90 right now and was exclusive as well to a single set. Commander Prachi right now fetches €14 and is quite stable as the set is still on the shelves. Stocks are looking scarce already, with the demand being double the availability of this figure, so I think it will jump in value pretty soon. Imperial Crew is just one of those countless people manning and operating the Imperial Star Destroyer. The minifig is just the last one in a line of Imperial Crew minifigs, with its predecessor being released back in 2016. This new minifig looks great and was a needed update. It is exclusive to this set and the price for it is around €12 right now, and stocks are just about even with the demand for the past 6 months, so again, this one will go up fast, especially after the set retires. The Imperial Gunner is also one of the hundreds if not thousands of gun operators on the ISD. The minifig is again a new release to a popular minifig series with a few improvements over its predecessor. It is exclusive to this set and is worth around €7 on the market, with stocks being scarce compared to the demand. The Imperial Navy Trooper is a face we don't really see that much in the movies, as we're used to stormtroopers going around for security, but these guys are the official Navy infantry, if you'd like. The minifig is exclusive to this set and is worth around €8 right now, with demand vastly outnumbering the stocks, and that seems to be a common theme for this set's minifigs. The Imperial Stormtrooper is a common sight on Imperial ships, as these troops act like security and assault for the Empire. The minifig is not exclusive to this set and has been included in the Boarding the Tantive 4 set as well, which is quite logical since the ISD that has Vader on it boarded the Tantive 4 in the movies. It is also included in the Imperial Dropship vs Rebel Scout Speeder set, which is a nice addition if you want to army build. Lastly, this is a female version of the Stormtrooper, which is nice because you don't have to switch the head of the minifig if you wanted a conversion like we used to. This minifig is the cheapest with a price of around €4 and literally thousands on the market, although again the demand far outweighs the stocks. And for the MVP of this set, the celebratory minifig Cal Kestis. Our Jedi Survivor hero is here pictured without his poncho or his trusty BD-1, which is a shame. However, the rest of the details on the minifig are superb, and blending a LEGO release with an awesome Star Wars game is right up my alley. The minifigure is exclusive to this set, obviously, and I would not be surprised if we would get no more Cal Kestis minifigures ever again, which further increases the minifig's value. This already sells for 47 euros and the supply is struggling hard to keep up with the demand. The minifig is bound to hit 60 euros this year before the set retires, and after, who knows? I would not be surprised to see it go to 100. As a conclusion, after reviewing all the minifigs, the estimated value right now for the minifigs is around 100 euros, which is a hefty part of the set price. This, combined with the fact that the majority of the minifigs seem to be in quite high demand, makes me confident when I say that after retirement this set will see its minifig jump in value even more. This influences our price per piece, as now those 1555 pieces are bought at a price of just 70 euros, even less if you get any juicy discounts. Overall, we're going to award 3 stars on the price category for the set, representing the 5 cents price per piece. Hey, if you enjoy this type of content and analysis, please subscribe, leave a like and even comment, as we are always looking for suggestions on what sets to review next. As always, in the minifig category, we are going to award 1 star for each exclusive minifig in the set, so this means 5 stars here. Exclusive minifigs often provide most of the value increase in a retired set. Next, we're evaluating the potential for this set re-release. Disregarding the MIDI scale or UCS scale Star Destroyers, we only have a 2006 and a 2014 release of this ship, on this piece count with playscale functionality as well. When we grade re-release, we always count the number of years between releases, in this case 10, 2014 to 2024, and we subtract 3 from that, because any set which is released every 3 years or so does not warrant a value rating increase. So, this results in no less than 7 stars for this set on the re-release potential, meaning it is a set that is released from time to time, but the gap between releases is big and you can certainly profit from it. I do expect to see a new Imperial Star Destroyer, but not before 2032 or so, plenty of time for this one to appreciate. In terms of exclusivity, looking around, it does not seem to be exclusive, but not many retailers carry it. This means that we have to grade it a mix between 0 stars, not exclusive, and 5 stars, exclusive. We're going to settle for a middle variant of 2 stars. The set is not exclusive, but not all the retailers carry it. Appeal is where we judge the appearance and display value of a set. As you can see, even from their presentation pictures, the build is smaller than the previous one. To give you an idea, this is the size of the previous Millennium Falcon or Ghost releases. It does have a lot of pieces though, so I guess they are compensating by adding smaller pieces into the build. But that's the only downside I can say about it. It looks very good and is probably one of the cleanest builds for an ISD, well representing the advance in LEGO design. It has this row of little Turbo Razor turrets, which can all be moved at once, and I can see kids pointing them at imaginary rebel capital ships and doing laser sounds. It has a handle in the middle of the hull for easy transportation, and that is extremely well camouflaged. The build is very sturdy though, and it kind of reminds me of the Inquisitorial Sight, which had the same solid feel to it. Opening the ship up displays a small bridge platform and a storage room. Now, honestly, the bridge platform is too small and does not really lend itself to the movie visuals. However, the storage area looks quite good and has a bit more space for your roleplay adventures. Lastly, the bridge is very well detailed, and the same can be said about the engines. Overall, LEGO downsized the build and now the playscale features are kinda cramped, so maybe it would have been better to make it more accurate and give up the playscale, but then you lose extra points with the parents and the kids, even if you make collectors happy. In my honest opinion, you could roleplay this as a Victory class destroyer, which is basically a smaller scale version of the Imperator Star Destroyer, with the bridge being a bit different. Anyway, enough rambling, it does get 5 stars for appeal, it's a great set to display. For Coolness, we're looking into how important this release is for Star Wars lore in general, and boy, an Imperial Star Destroyer is pretty important in the Star Wars universe. Don't forget, close to 10,000 of these were operational in the Imperial Navy. Furthermore, this Imperial Star Destroyer is the one from Episode 4, the one who chases the Tantive 4 and captures Leia, so it gets extra points as well. Full 5 stars for Coolness, no doubt about it. And lastly, Uniqueness. There will be more Imperial Star Destroyers released in the future. Surely not a single one will have a Cal Kestis ever again, but I could see Navy personnel and Darth Vader thrown in there, since those have always been in every release. So not much to say for Uniqueness outside of the Cal Kestis inclusion, which does warrant 1 star. Okay, let's recap all of our findings. The set features 5 exclusive minifigs out of a total of 7, with 1 being extremely special. The minifigs are increasing in price and are quite wanted, so that makes the actual price per piece quite low at 5 cents. The last release for this set has been in 2014 and the next one will probably be no earlier than 2032. While not marked as exclusive, not many retailers carry it, probably because it is an expensive set. The ship looks good and is one of the cleanest Imperial Star Destroyer builds ever made, and it is one of the ships that every serious collectors will want in their lineup, including myself. Lastly, Imperial Star Destroyer sets will be released in the future for sure, so not much to say in terms of uniqueness. This combines for a total value rating of 985, placing this solidly in the legendary category. You know, I get it. 170 euros or maybe 150 after a discount is not a small amount. For a beginner, it's quite a lot to pay and hold for appreciation. But if you're more established and you don't mind throwing some money and some storage space this way, I firmly believe retirement of this set will make it explode in price. Minifigs are scarce as it is, so I would even say Bricklin shop owners could potentially buy up a few of these. You can then wait for retirement and list the minifigs for close to retail of the set, virtually adding piece inventory to their shop for free. Great solid release from LEGO, and a great tribute to a new addition to the family of Order 66 Jedi survivors. Thanks for watching, and as always, subscribe if you want to see more. Happy hunting!